thank you, and enjoy my show.
How this bastard orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean, by providence impoverished and squalor, grow up to be a hero and a scholar. The $10 fountain father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. By 14, they placed him in charge of the trading charter.
And every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. Inside he was longing for something to be a part of. The brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter. Then a hurricane came and devastation reigned. Our man saw his future dripping down the drain. Put a pencil to his temple, connected it to his brain, and he wrote his first refrain, a testament to his pain.
Well, the word got around that said this kid is insane, man. Took a book collection just to send him to the mainland. Get your education, don't forget from whence you came, and the world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man?
Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton. There's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait, just you wait.
When he was 10, his father split for love and death. Written 2 years later, see Alex and his mother bedridden, half dead. Singing never was sick, the scent thick, and Alex got better, but his mother went quick.
Moved in with a cousin, the cousin committed suicide. Left him with nothing but ruined pride. Something new inside, a voice saying, Alex, you gotta fend for yourself. He started retreating and reading every treatise on the shelf.
There would have been nothing left to do for someone less astute. He would have been dead or destitute without a sense of restitution. Started working for his late mother's landlord, trading sugar cane and rum and all the things he can't afford. Scanning for every book he can get his hands on, planning for the future. See him now as he stands on the bow of the ship, headed for a new land. In New York, you can be a new man.
In New York, you can be a new man. In New York, you can be a new man. In New York, you can be a new man. New York,
Just you
Alexander Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton, waiting in the wings for you. You never back down, you never let to take your time. Alexander Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton, America sings for you. Will they know what you overcame? Will they know you rewrote the game? The world will never be the same.
The ship is in the harbor now, see if you can start it. Another immigrant coming up from the bottom. His enemies destroyed his but they'll never come forgot it. We fought with him. Me, I died for him.
me, I trusted him.
Me, I loved him.
And me, I'm the damn fool that shot him.
There's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait.
What's your name, man?
Alexander Hamilton. New York City.
Pardon me, are you out and about, sir?
That depends. Just ask it.
Oh, sure. Sir, I'm Alexander Hamilton, and at your service, sir. I have been looking for you.
I'm getting nervous.
Sir, I am during the Princeton. I was seeking an accelerated course of study. When I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours, made a function, it's a blur. Sir, he handles the financials.
You punched the bursar?
Yes, I wanted to do what you did, graduate into and join the revolution. You looked to me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid, so how'd you do it? How'd you graduate so fast?
It was my parents' dying wish before they passed.
You're an orphan. Of course, I'm an orphan god. If there was a war, then we can prove that we're worth more than anyone bargained for.
Can I buy you a drink?
That would be nice.
While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice. Talk less.
What?
Smile more.
Huh?
Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for.
You can't be serious.
You wanna get ahead.
Yes.
Fools who run their mouths off and wind up dead. Hey, yo, what time is it? Showtime! Showtime, yo! I'm John Holmes in the place to be. It's 2 pints of Sam Adams, but I'm working on 300. Those red coats don't want it with me. Cause I'm a pop, you can pop, these cops till I'm free. Oh, oui, mon ami, je m'appelle Lafayette. C'est la talente de révolutionnaire snap. I came from a bar, je tous les bons soirs. Tell the king, c'est toi ou c'est best, c'est moi. Brah, brah, I am Hercules, mulligan up in it, loving it. Yes, I heard your mother say, come again. Look up your daughters and horses. Of course, it's hard to have intercourse over 4 sets of corsets. No more sex for me, another bruise, son. Let's raise a couple more to the revolution. Well, if it ain't the prodigy of Princeton College, Aaron Burr. Give us a verse, drop some knowledge. Good luck with that, you're taking a stand. You spit, I'ma sit. We'll see where we land. Oh, the revolution's imminent. What do you stall for?
You stand for nothing, Burr. What'll you fall for?
Oh, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Oh, who is this kid? What's he gonna do?
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scruffy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm a kid scholarship to King's College. I probably should have bred for tag. I'm amazing, astonished. The problem is that a lot of brains been on polish. I gotta holler just to be heard. With every word I drop knowledge, I'm a diamond in the rough. A shiny piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage. I learn a manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to fan this spark into a flame. But damn, it's getting drunk, so let me spell out the name. I am the ALEXAND. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain keeps shitting on us endlessly. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. The King George turns around, runs a spending spree. He ain't ever gonna set his descendants free. So there will be a revolution in the century. Answer me.
He says in parentheses.
Don't be shocked when the history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll see my ascendancy. And I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. And you're just like my country. I'm young, scruffy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. And you're just like my country. I'm young, scruffy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. It's time to take a shot.
I dream of life without him monarchy. The unrest in France will lead to anarchy. Anarchy? How you say? Oh, anarchy. When I fight, I make the other side panicky with my shot.
Yo, I'm a tailor's apprentice, and I got John knuckleheads on local parentis. I'm joining the rebellion, cause I know it's my chance to socially advance. Instead of sewing some pants, I'm gonna take a shot.
But we'll never be truly free until those in bondage have the same rights as you and me. You and I do or die. Wait till I stallion on a stallion with the first black battalion. Have another shot. Jesus, lower your voices. You keep out of trouble and you double your choices. I'm with you. But the situation is fraught. You got to be carefully taught. If you talk, you're gonna get shot.
Bird, check what we got. Mr. Lafayette, hard rock like Lancelot. I think your pants look hot. Lovins, I like you a lot. The touch I'm hot, blacker than the kettle, calling the pot. What are the odds, the gods will put us all in one spot? Dropping this squad and conventional wisdom, like it or not. I'm a revolutionary man, you mission abolitionist. Give me your position, show me where the ammunition is. I'm not talking too loud, sometimes I get overexcited. I shoot off at the mouth. I never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make y'all proud.
Let's get this guy in front of a crowd.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country, and young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country, and young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot.
Everybody, whoa, whoa, whoa.
In my sleep 7 feet ahead of me. If I see it coming, do I run or do I let it be? Is it like a beat without a melody? See, I never thought I'd live past 20. Where I come from, some get half as many. Ask anybody why we're living fast and we laugh, reach for a blast. We had to make this moment last, and that's plenty. Scratch that, this is not a moment, it's the movement. We're with the hungriest brothers with something to prove. When foes oppose us, we take an honest stand. We roll like Moses, claiming our promised land. And if we win our independence, is that a guarantee of freedom for our descendants? All the blood we shed begin an endless cycle of vengeance and death with no defendants. I know the action in the street is exciting, but Jesus between all the bleeding and fighting. I've been reading and writing. We need to handle our financial situation. Are we a nation of states? With the state of our nation? I'm patiently waiting. I'm passionate, this passion, every expectation, every action, the act of creation. I'm laughing in the face of chaos, and sorrow. The first time I'm thinking past tomorrow. And I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. We gon' rise up, time to take a shot. We gon' rise up, time to take a shot. We gon' rise up, time to take a shot. Rise up, time to take a shot. Rise up, it's time to take a shot. Rise up, take a shot, shot. Hey, yo, it's time to take a shot, time to take a shot. And I am not throwing away my shots.
One last round, gents.
I may not live to see our glory,
I may not live to see our glory,
but I will gladly join the fight.
but I will gladly join the fight.
And when our children tell our story,
And when our children tell our story,
we'll tell the story of tonight.
let's have another round tonight.
Let's have another round tonight.
Let's have another round tonight.
Raise a glass to freedom, something they can never take away, no matter what they tell you. Raise a glass to the four of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us telling the story of tonight.
We'll tell the story of tonight.
Raise a glass to freedom, something they can never take away.
No matter what they tell you.
Let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass to the four of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us telling the story of tonight. Let's have another round tonight.
We'll tell the story of tonight.
Raise a glass to freedom.
We'll tell the story of tonight.
Raise a glass to freedom.
They'll tell the story of tonight.
They'll tell the story of tonight. There's nothing rich folks love more than going downtown and slumming with the poor. They pull up in their carriages and gawk at the students in the common just to watch them talk. Take bit of Skyler, the man is loaded. But little does he know that his daughters, Peggy, Angelica, Eliza, still in the city just to watch all the guys at work.
Angelica,
Work.
Eliza, and Peggy.
The Skyler sisters.
Angelica, Peggy, Eliza. Daddy said to be home by sundown. Daddy doesn't need to know. Daddy said not to go downtown. Like he said, you're free to go. But look around and look around. The revolution's happening in New York. New York.
Angelica, work.
It's bad enough Daddy wants to go to war. People shouting in the square. It's bad enough there'll be violence on our shore. Ideas in the air.
Look around and look around.
Angelica, remind me what we're looking for.
She's looking for me.
Eliza, I'm looking for a mind at work. I'm looking for a mind at work. I'm looking for a mind at work.
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 Well, there's nothing like summer in the city. Someone in a rush thinks of someone looking pretty. Excuse me, miss, I know it's not funny, but your perfume smells like your daddy's got money. Why you slumming in the city in your searching for an urchin who can give you ideas?
You disgust me.
Disgust me. Trust fund, baby, you can trust me.
I'm reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine. So men say that I'm intense, so I'm saying, you want a revolution, I want a revelation. So listen to my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. And when I meet Thomas Jefferson, I'm gonna compel him to include women in the sequel. Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan. We just happen to be in the greatest city in the world. In the greatest city in the world. Look around, take my red soda and send it on my hands on the day. Look around, and I'm on the way. Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan, and we just happen to be in the greatest city in the world. In the greatest city in the world. Angelica, Eliza, Anthony, the sky was sister. For a mind at work, in the greatest city, in the greatest city in the world. In the greatest city in the world.
My name is Samuel Seabury, and I present free thoughts on the proceedings of the Continental Congress. Heed not the rabble who screams revolution. They have not your interests at heart.
Oh my god, tear this dude apart.
Chaos and bloodshed are not a solution. Don't let them lead you astray. This Congress does not speak for me.
Let him be.
They're playing a dangerous game. I pray the king shows you his mercy. For shame, for shame.
Yo, heed, have you all unraveled up the sound of screams? But the revolution is coming. The have-nots are gonna win this. It's hard to listen to you with a straight face. Chaos and bloodshed already haunts. Honestly, you shouldn't even talk. And what about Boston? Look at the cost and all that we lost. And you talk about
Congress does not speak.
my dog speaks more
Eloquently than me.
A dangerous.
but strangely your mange is the
I pray the
same.
king shows you his mercy.
Easy in Jersey.
Shame,
For the revolution.
for shame.
For the revolution! Repeat yourself again, I'm gonna scream. Honestly, look at me, please don't reach.
Not your interest.
Don't manipulate the key to not debate with me.
Why should a tiny island across the sea regulate the price of tea?
Alexander, please.
For I'd rather be divisive than indecisive. Drop the niceties.
A message from the king. A message from the king. A message from the king.
You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da.
subject, my sweet submissive subject, my royal subject, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, you'll be back. Like before, I will fight the fight and win the war for your love, for your praise, and I'll love you to my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go back, so don't throw away this thing around, 'cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family. To remind you of my love. Da 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 ya da 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 da. Everybody. Da 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 da
As a kid in the Caribbean, I wished for a war. I knew that I was poor, I knew it was the only way to rise up. If they tell my story, I am either gonna die on the battlefield in glory or rise up.
We will fight for this land, but there's only one man who can give us a command so we can rise up. Understand, it's the only way to rise up, rise up. Here he comes. Here comes the general.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here comes the general.
the moment you've been waiting for.
Here comes the general.
The pride of Mount Vernon.
Here comes the general.
Washington.
We are outgunned! We gotta make it all out stand. Hey, yo, I'm gonna need a right hand, man. Can I be real a second? For just a millisecond. Let down my guard and tell the people how I feel a second. Now I'm the model of the modern Major General, the venerated Virginian veteran whose men are all lining up to me upon a pedestal, write letters to relatives embellishing my elegance and eloquence. But the elephant is in the room. The truth is in your face when you hear the British cannons go boom. Any hope of success is fleeting. How can I keep leading when the people I'm leading keep retreating? We put a stop to the bleeding as the British take Brooklyn. Night takes Rook, but look, we are outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. We gotta make an all-out stand. Hey, yo, I'm gonna need a right-hand man. Incoming!
Battering down the battery, check the damages. We gotta stop them and rob them of their advantages. Let's take a stand with the stamina. God's winning us. Hamilton won't abandon you. Yo, let's steal the cans. Shaboom!
The cannon, watch the blood in the ship spray. And the cannon, we're abandoning Kids Bay. And filling up a ship. We're just for Southern Tip. We gotta run a Harlem quick. We can't afford another slip. Guns and horses, giddy up. I decided to divvy up my forces. They're skittish as the British cut the city up. This close to giving up. Facing mad scrutiny, I scream in the face of this mass mutiny. Are these the men with which I am to defend America? We ride at midnight, Manhattan in the distance. I cannot be everywhere at once, people. I'm in dire need of assistance.
Your Excellency, sir.
Who are you?
Aaron Berg. Sir, permission to state my case.
As you were.
Sir, I was a captain under General Montgomery until he caught a bullet in the neck in Quebec. And while in submarine, I think that I could be of some assistance. I admire how you keep firing on the British from a distance. I have some questions. A couple of suggestions on how to fight instead of fleeing west.
Yes.
Well, Your Excellency, you wanted to see me?
Hamilton, come in. Have you met Berg?
Yes, sir.
We keep meeting, as I was saying, sir. I look forward to seeing your strategy play out. Sir.
Close the door on your way out.
I did something wrong, sir.
On the contrary, I called you here because our odds are beyond scary. Your reputation precedes you, but I have to laugh.
Sir.
Hamilton, how come no one can get you on their staff?
Sir.
Don't get me wrong, you're a young man of great renown. I know you stole British cannons when we were still downtown. Nathaniel Reed and Henry Knox wanted to hire you.
To be their secretary, I don't think so.
Why are you upset?
I'm not.
It's all right, you want to fight, you got a hunger. I was just like you when I was younger. Head full of fantasies of dying like a martyr.
Yes.
Dying is easy, young man, living is harder.
Why are you telling me this?
I'm being honest. I'm working with a third of what our Congress has promised. We are a powder keg about to explode. I need someone like you to lighten the load. So,
I am not throwing away my shots. I am not throwing away my shots. Hey, you're just like my country and young, scrappy and hungry.
I'm not throwing away my shot.
son, we are not young now, man.
Getting all the help you can get. I have some friends, Lawrence Mulligan, Marquis de Lafayette. Okay, what else?
I'm numbered out,
We're getting some spies on the inside, some kingsmen who might have some things like right to Congress and tell them we need supplies. You rally the guys, knock the head and enterprise. Rise above my station, organize your information till we rise to the occasion of a new nation.
Here comes the general.
Rise up,
What? Here comes the general.
rise up,
What? Here comes the general.
rise up.
What? Here comes the general.
in his right hand, man.
How does the bastard orphan, son of a whore, go on and on, grow into more of a phenomenon? Watch this obnoxious, arrogant, loudmouth ballad be seated at the right hand of the father. Washington hires Hamilton right on sight, but Hamilton still wants to fight, not right. Now Hamilton's skill with the quill is undeniable, but what do we have in common? We're reliable with the ladies. There are so many to deflower. Ladies, close proximity to power. Ladies, they delighted and distracted us. Also, Washington named her feral tomcat after him.
That's true.
1780, a winter's ball, and the Schuyler sisters are the envy of all. Yo, if you can marry a sister, you're rich, son.
Is it a question of if, or which one?
Everybody's dancing in the band's top ballroom. Ride to the rhythm as we wine and dine. Grab my sister and whisper, yo, this one's mine. Ooh, my sister made her way across the room to you. And I get nervous thinking what she gonna do. She grabs you by the arm, I'm thinking I'm through. Then you look back at me and suddenly I'm helpless. So look at those eyes, eyes of the sky, I'm helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning. Helpless. I'm so
Skylar,
My sister, thank you for all your service.
if it takes fighting a war for us to meet, it will have been worth it.
I'll leave you to it. 1 week later, I'm writing a letter nightly. Now life gets better every letter that you write me. Laughing at my sister because she wants to form a harem. I'm just saying, if you really love me, you share it. 2 weeks later, in my living room, stressing. My father's stone-faced while you're asking for his blessing. I'm dying inside as you whine and dine, and I'm trying not to cry because there's nothing that your mind can do. My father makes his way across the room to you. Not panic for a second, thinking we're through. But then he shakes your hand and says, be true. And you turn back to me smiling and
command, a dollar for fame, all I have's my honor, a tolerance for pain, a couple of college credits, my top-notch brain, insane, your family brings out a different side of me, Peggy confides in me, Angelica tried to take goodbye to me, no stress, my love for you is never enough, we'll get a little place in Harlem and we'll figure it out, I've been living without a family since I was a child, my father left, my mother died, I grew up but wild, but I'll never forget my mother's face, that was real, as long as I'm alive, I swear to God you'll never feel so. My love is going fine, 'cause there lines is in it.
I look into your eyes and the sky's the limit. I'm drowning it all. In New York, you can be a new man. In New York, you can be a new man. In New York, you can be a new
Angelica Schuyler!
A toast to the room,
To the groom, to the groom, to the groom,
to the bride, to the bride,
to the bride.
sister,
Angelica,
who's always by your side,
by your side.
to your union,
To the revolution,
and I hope that you provide,
you provide, you provide.
may you always be satisfied. I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember those soldier boys stripped right over themselves to win our praise. I remember that dream like a candlelight, like a dream that you can't quite place. But Alexander, I'll never forget the first time I saw your face. I have never been the same. Intelligent eyes and a humble pad frame. And when you said hi, I forgot my damn name. Set my heart aflame, every part of flame. This is not a game.
Strike me as a woman who has never been satisfied.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. You forget yourself.
You're like me, I'm never satisfied.
Is that right?
I've never been satisfied.
My name is Angelica Schuyler.
Alexander Hamilton.
Where's your family from?
Unimportant, there's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait, just you wait.
So this is what it feels like to match with someone at your level. What the hell is a catch? It's the feeling of freedom and seeing the light just been right with a bikini tight. You see it right? The conversation lasts 2 minutes, maybe seat of his pants. Handsome boy, does he know beach buzz, and he can't even grow it. I want to take him for a week from this place. There, turn to my sister's place, and she is helpless, and I know she is helpless, and her eyes are just helpless. And I realize three fundamental truths at the exact same time.
Where are you taking me?
I'm about to change your life.
By all means, lead the way.
Number one, I'm a girl in a world in which my only job's to marry rich. My brother has no son, so I'm the one who has the social crime one. I'm the oldest and the wittiest, and the gossip in New York City is insidious. Alexandra is penniless. Ah, that doesn't mean I want to marry this. Elizabeth Schuyler, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Skylar.
My sister.
Number two.
He's after me, cause I'm a Schuyler sister. The elevates status. I have to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to the lies, and now that's his right. Nice going and calculate, he was right. You'll never be satisfied. Thank you for all your service.
It takes fighting a war for us to meet. It will have been worth it.
I'll leave you to it.
Number three.
I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. But tell her that I love her, she'll be silently resigned. She'd be mine. She'd say I'm fine, she'd be lying. But when I fantasize at night, it's Alexandra's eyes. As I romanticize what might have been if I had a size. And not so likely. At least my dear Elias is his wife. At least I keep his eyes on my life. And I know he will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied.
I may not live to see our glory. I may not live to see our glory. But I've seen wonders great and small. I've seen wonders great and small. If the top cat can get married, if Alexander can get married, there's hope for us after all. Raise a glass to freedom. Hey, something you will never see again. No matter what she tells you, let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass to the four of us. Oh, to the newly not poor of us. So tell the story of tonight. Let's have another round.
Oh, if it isn't Aaron Burr.
Sir,
Didn't think that you would make it.
to be sure, Burr, I came to say congratulations. Bit of verse, Burr. I see the whole gang is here. Was it worst, Burr?
Ignore them. Congrats to you, Lieutenant Colonel. Wish you had your command instead of manning George's journal.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Now be sensible. From what I heard, you made yourself indispensable.
Well, I heard you got a special someone on the side, Burr.
Is that so?
What are you trying to hide, Burr?
No, these guys should go.
What's wrong?
It's alone.
Man.
It's alright, Burr. I wish you brought this girl with you tonight, Burr.
You're very kind, but I'm afraid it's unlawful, sir.
What do you mean?
She's married.
She?
She's married to a British officer.
Oh, shit.
Once again, Alexander, smile more. I'll see you on the other side of the war.
I will never understand you. If you love this woman, go get her. What are you waiting for?
I'll see you on the other side of the war.
See you on the other side of the war. Theodore, she writes me a letter every day. I'm keeping her bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side in Georgia. He's trying to keep the colonies in line. Well, he can keep all of Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes. We keep loving anyway. We laugh, and we cry, and we break, and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason, I'm by her side when so many have tried. I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. My grandfather was a fire and brimstone preacher. But there are things that the homilies and hymns won't teach her. My mother was a genius. My father commanded respect. They died, they left no instructions, just a legacy to protect. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes. We keep living anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason, I'm still alive when everyone who loves me has died. I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it.
Wait for it! I am the one thing in life I can control. I am inimitable, I am unoriginal. I'm not falling behind nor running late. I'm not standing still, I am lying away. Counting faces and endless uphill climb. He has something to prove, he has nothing to lose. Count his faces, relentless, he has no time.
Hamilton doesn't hesitate. He exhibits no restraint. He takes and he takes and he takes and he keeps winning anyway.
He changes the game, he plays and he raises his stakes. And if there's a reason he seems to thrive, but so few survive, then goddamn, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes. Life from heart and fall. If there's a reason I'm still alive, the story of God, then I'm good enough.
Wait for it.
I have taken over writing all his correspondence. Congress writes, George attacked the British forces. I shoot back, we have resorted to eating our horses. Local merchants deny us equipment, assistance. They only take British money, so sing a song of sixpence.
The cavalry's not coming.
Sir?
Alex, listen, there's only one way for us to win this. Provoke outrage. Outright.
That's right.
Don't engage. Strike by night. Remain relentless till their troops take flight.
Make it impossible to justify the cost of the fight.
Outrun.
Outrun.
Outlast.
Outlast.
Hit him quick, get out fast. Stay alive till this horror show is past. We're gonna fly a lot of flags half-mast.
I go back to New York in my apprenticeship. I ask for French aid, I pray that France has sent a ship. I stay at work with Hamilton, we write essays against slavery, and every day's a test of our camaraderie and bravery.
We cut supply lines, we steal contraband. We pick and choose our battles and places to take a stand. And every day, sir, he trusts me with a command. And every day,
no,
he dismisses me out of hand. Instead of me, he promotes Charles Lee to the second in command.
I'm a general.
Yeah, it's not the choice I would have gone, but
He's just a better to Battle of Monmouth.
Everyone attack!
Retreat!
Attack!
Retreat!
What are you doing, Lee? Get back on your feet!
But there's so many of them!
I'm sorry, is this not your speed? Hamilton,
ready, shut
have Lafayette take the lead.
1,000 soldiers die in 100-degree heat as we snatch a stalemate from the jaws of defeat.
Charles Lee was left behind without a pot to piss in. He started saying this to anybody who would listen.
Washington cannot be left alone to his devices. Indecisive from crisis to crisis. The best thing he can do for the revolution is turn and go back to planting tobacco in Mount Vernon.
Don't do a thing. History will prove him wrong.
Sir,
we have a war to fight. Let's move along.
Strong words from Lee, someone ought to hold him to it.
Can't disobey direct orders.
Then I'll do it. Alexander, you're the closest friend I've got.
Lawrence, do not throw away your shot.
10 paces! Fire!
Lee, do you yield?
He shot him in the side. Yes, he yields. I'm satisfied. We gotta clear the field.
Go, we won.
This should be fun.
What is the meaning of this? Mr. Berg and a medic for the general.
Yes, sir.
Lee, you will never agree with me, but believe me, these are men don't speak for me. Thank you for your service.
Let's ride.
Hamilton,
Sir,
meet me inside.
Inside, meet him inside, meet him inside, meet him inside.
Son,
don't call me sir.
this war is hard enough without infighting.
He called you out and called his
You
bluff.
solve nothing. You aggravate our allies to the south.
Absolutely right. John should have shot him in the mouth. Shut him up.
Son,
Not your son.
watch your tone. I am not a maiden in need of defending.
Charles Lee, Thomas Conway, these men take your name and they rake it through the mud.
My name's been through a lot. I can take it.
I don't have your name. I don't have your titles. I don't have your land. But if you gave me command of a battalion, a group of men to lead, I could fly above my station after the war.
Or you could die and we need you
I'm
alive.
more than willing to die.
Your wife needs your life, son. I need you alive.
Die, son! One more time!
Go home, Alexander. That's an order from your commander. Go home.
Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look around, look around.
How long have you known?
A month or so,
Eliza, you should have told me.
I wrote to the general a month ago. I begged him to send you home.
You should have told me.
I'm not sorry. I knew you'd fight until the war was won, but you deserve a chance to meet your son. Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now.
You relish being a poor man's wife, unable to provide for your life.
I relish being your wife. Look around, look at where you are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. Just stay alive, that would be enough. And if this time she has a fraction of your smile, or a fragment of your mind, a cup world, that would be enough. Pretend you know the challenges you're facing, the worlds you keep erasing and creating in your mind. But I am not afraid. I know who I marry. So long as you come home and remember, that would be enough. We don't need a legacy. We don't need money. If I could grant you peace of mind, if you could let me inside your heart, oh, let me be a part of the narrative in the story they will write someday. Let this moment be the first chapter. where you decide to stay. And I could be enough, and we could be enough, and that would be
How does the ragtag volunteer army in need of the shower somehow defeat a global superpower? How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire, leave the battlefield waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we have a secret weapon, an immigrant. You know in love who's unafraid to step in. He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. Everyone give it up for America's favorite flag, Frenchman! Lafayette! I'm thinking this host by the red, like a red coat, wearing a blood stain. Lafayette! I'm never gonna stop until I make a double venom of a standard of America. Lafayette! Watch me engaging in my scheme, and I'm enraging, I'm out. Lafayette! I'm friends with more guns. Lafayette! Come back with more guns and ships. So the bad ships.
We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts.
We can end this war at Yorktown, cut them up at sea, but for this to succeed, there's someone else that will.
I know!
Hamilton! He knows what to do, the trench need to do what they will do with the French, I mean. Hamilton! They're gonna have to use them eventually, what they gonna do on the bench, I mean. Hamilton! No one has more resilience, so back in my practical, tactical brilliance. Hamilton! You wanna fight for your land back?
Hamilton! I need my right-hand man back.
Get your right hand man back. You gotta get your right hand man back. You gotta put some love time, let him know it's better to get your right hand man back.
Alexander Hamilton, troops are waiting in the field for you. If you join us right now, together we can turn the tide. Oh, Alexander Hamilton, I have soldiers who yield for you. If we manage to get this right, they'll surrender by early light. The world will never be the same. I was younger than you are now, when I was given my first command. I led my men straight into a massacre. I witnessed their deaths firsthand. I made every mistake. I felt the shame rise in me, and even now I lie awake, knowing history has its eyes on me. History has its eyes on me. Let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control who lives, who dies, who tells your story. I know that we can win. I know that greatness lies in you. But remember, from here on in, history has its eyes on you. History has its eyes on you.
The Battle of Yorktown, 1781.
Ah, Monsieur Hamilton!
Monsieur Lafayette!
In command we have been now.
Are you saying no sweat? We're finally on the field. We've had quite a run.
Immigrants, we get the job done.
So what happens if we win?
I go back to France, I bring freedom to my people if I am given the chance.
We'll be with you when you do.
Oh, lead your man.
See you on the other side.
To leave me again.
Throwing away my shots, but I'm not throwing away my Eliza's expecting you. Not only that, now Eliza's expecting. We gotta go, gotta get the job done. Gotta start a new nation, gotta meet myself. Pull a touch of gun, pull a touch of gun. Move with the cover and we move as you run. From the night with one shot to live another day. We can knock on a straight gunshot, give us away. Go right up close, see the moment and stay in it. Until then, I'll make the business end of the bed. The cold word is no shame, we make no shame. It's not to let it go. So the American experiment begins. And my friends all scattered to the winds. Lawrence is in South Carolina, redefining bravery. We'll never be free until we end slavery. When we finally drop the British away, Lafayette is there waiting. It turns out big day. How do we know this is way before we die on the inside? That's right.
Taylor's spying on the British government. I take the measurements, information, and then I smuggle it to my brother's revolutionary covenant. I'm running with the Sons of Liberty, and I am loving it. See, that's what happens when you up against the rough years. Me in the shit now, somebody gotta shovel it. Hercules, Mulligan, I need no introduction. When you knock me down, I get the fuck back up again.
After a week of fighting, the young man in the red coat stands in a parapet.
We lower our guns as they frantically wave the white handkerchief.
And just like that, it's over. We tend to our wounded, we count our dead.
Black and white soldiers wonder alike if this really means freedom.
Not yet.
We negotiate the terms of surrender. I see George Washington smile. We escort their men out of Yorktown. They stagger home single file. Tens of thousands of people flood the streets. There are screams and church bells ring. And as our fallen foes retreat, I hear the drinking song they're singing.
The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down.
The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down. Down, 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 down.
Freedom for America, freedom for France.
They say the price of my war's not a price that they're willing to pay. Insane! You cheat with the French. Now I'm fighting with France and with Spain. I'm so blue. I thought that we'd made an arrangement when you went away. Were mine to serve you. Well, even despite our estrangement, I've got a small query for you. What comes next? You've been freed. Do you know how hard it is to lead? You're on your own, Carson. Wow. Do you have a clue what happens now? Oceans rise, empires fall. It's much harder when it's all your call. All alone across the sea. When your people say they hate you. Don't come crawling back to me. Da 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 ya da 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 da. You're on your own.
Dear Theodosia, what to say to you? You have my eyes, you have your mother's name. When you came into the world, you cried, and it broke my heart. I'm dedicating every day to you. Domestic life was never quite my style. When you smile, you knocked me out, I fall apart, and I thought I was so smart. We will come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. Yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday.
Oh, Philip, when you smile, I have run down my son. Look at my son. Pride is not the word I'm looking for. There's so much more inside me now. Oh, Philip, you outshine the morning sun. My son, when you smile, I fall apart, and I thought I was so smart. My father wasn't around. I swear that I'll be around for you. I'll do whatever it takes.
I'll make a million mistakes.
I'll make the world safe and sound for you.
Come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and you'll blow us all away.
Someday, someday, yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday.
I may not live to see our glory.
Alexander, there's a letter for you.
It's from John Lawrence. I'll read it later.
But I will gladly join the fight.
No, it's from his father.
His father.
And when our children tell our story,
Will you read it for me?
they'll tell the story of tonight.
On Tuesday the 27th, my son was killed in a gunfight against British troops retreating from South Carolina. The war was already over. As you know, John dreamed of emancipating and recruiting 3,000 men for the 1st All-Black Military Regiment. His dream of freedom for these men dies with him.
Tomorrow there'll be more of us.
Alexander, are you all right?
I have so much work to do.
After the war, I went back to New York.
After the war, I went back to New York.
I finished up my studies and I practiced law.
I practiced law, Burr worked next door.
Even though we started at the very same time, Alexander Hamilton began to climb. How to account for his rise to the top? Man, the man is non-stop.
Gentlemen of the jury, I'm curious, bear with me. Are you aware that we're making history? This is the first murder trial of a brand new nation. The liberty behind the liberation. The sentence to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt with my assistant counsel.
Call Counsel Hamilton, sit down. And Lion Levy, which is innocent. Call your first witness. That's all you had to say.
Okay, one more thing.
Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Assume that attitude
may be your doom. Why do you ride like you're running out of time? Right day and night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Keep on fighting in the meantime.
Your riffs are such an old song that we can sing along in harmony. And nowhere is it stronger than in Albany. This colony's economy is increasingly stalling, and honestly, that's why public service seems to be gone. I practiced the law, I practically perfected it. I've seen injustice in the world and not corrected it. Now, first right control democracy. If not, then I'll be Socrates, throwing verbal rocks at these mediocrities.
Hamilton at the Constitutional Convention.
I was chosen for the Constitutional Convention.
There is a New York junior delegate.
What I'm gonna say may sound indelicate.
Goes and proposes his own form of government. His own plan for a new form of government. He talks for 6 hours. The convention is listless. Bright young man.
Yo, who the F is this?
Why do you always say what you believe? Why do you always say what you believe? Every proclamation guarantees free ammunition for your enemies. Why do you ride like it's going out of style? One day and night like it's going out of style. Every day you fight like it's going out of style. Do what you do. Alexander?
Aaron Burr, sir.
It's the middle of the night.
Can we confer, sir?
Is this a legal matter?
Yes, and it's important to me.
What do you need?
Burr, you're a better lawyer than me.
Okay.
No, I talk too much. Embrace you. You're incredibly important. You're succinct, persuasive. My client needs a strong defense. You're the solution.
Who's your client?
The new U.S. Constitution.
No.
Hear me out.
No
A
way.
series of essays anonymously published defending the document to the public.
No one will read it.
You disagree.
And if it fails,
Burr, that's why we need it.
the Constitution's a mess.
So it needs amendment.
It's full of contradictions.
So is independence. We have to start somewhere.
No, no way.
You're making a mistake.
Good night.
Hey! What are you waiting for? What do you stall for?
What?
We won the war. What was it all for? Do you support this Constitution?
Of course.
Then defend it.
And what if you're backing the wrong horse?
Burr, we studied and we fought and we killed for the notion of a nation we now get to build. For once in your life, take a stand with pride. I don't understand how you stand to the side.
I'll keep all my plans close to my chest.
Wait for it, wait for it, wait.
I'll wait here and see which way the wind will blow. I'm taking my time, watching the afterbirth of a nation, watching the tension grow.
I'm sailing off to London. I'm accompanied by someone who always pays. I have found a wealthy husband who will keep me in comfort for all my days. He's not a lot of fun, but there's no one who can match you for turn our face. My Alexander, don't forget to run. Look at where you are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. Just stay alive, that would be enough. And if your life could share a fraction of your time, if I could grant you peace of mind, would that be enough?
Alexander joins forces with James Madison and John Jay to write a series of essays defending the new United States Constitution entitled The Federalist Papers. The plan was to write a total of 25 essays, the work divided evenly among the three men. In the end, they wrote 85 essays in the span of 6 months. John Jay got sick after writing 5. James Madison wrote 29. Hamilton wrote the other 51. How do you write that you're running out of time? White day and night, but you're running out of time. Every day you fight, but you're running out of time. You're running out of time, you're running out of time. How do you write like tomorrow on the rise? How do you write like you need it to survive? How do you write every second you're alive? Every second you're alive, every second you're alive.
You're asking me to lead. I'm doing the best I can to get the people that I need. I'm asking you to be my right hand man. I know it's a lot to ask.
Treasury or
To
State?
leave behind the world you know.
Sir, do you want me to run the Treasury or State Department?
Treasury.
Let's go.
Alexander.
Have to leave.
Alexander.
Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now.
How
They're
this?
asking me to leave.
Look around, isn't this enough? He will never be satisfied. He will never be satisfied.
bastard, orphan, immigrant, decorated warfare. Unite the colonies through more debt. Fight the other founding fathers till he has to forfeit. Have it all, lose it all, you ready for more yet? Treasury Secretary, Washington's the president. Every American experiment sets a precedent. Not so fast, someone came along to resist it. Pissed him off until we had a two-party system. You haven't met him yet, you haven't had the chance. Cause he's been kicking ass as the ambassador to France. Well, someone's gotta keep the American promise. You simply must meet Thomas. Thomas!
There is no more status quo. The sun comes up and the world still spins. I helped Lafayette draft the Declaration. Then I said I gotta go. Gotta be at Monticello. Now the work at home begins. So what did I miss? What did I miss? Virginia, my home sweet home. I wanna give you a kiss. I've been in Paris meeting lots of different ladies. I guess I basically missed the late 80s. I traveled the wide, wide world and came back to this. There's a letter on my desk from the president. I haven't even put my bags down yet. Shall it be a land all that won't you open it? And then the president assembling a cabinet, and that I am to be the Secretary of State. Great, and that I'm already Senate approved. I just got home and now I'm headed up to New York. Headed to New York, headed to New York. Looking at the rolling fields, I can't believe that we are free. Ready to face whatever's awaiting me in NYC. Who's waiting for me when I step into place? My friend James Madison, red in the face. He grabs my arm and I respond, what's going on? Thomas, we are engaged in a battle for our nation's very soul. Can you get us out of the mess we're in? Hamilton's new financial plan is nothing less than government control. I've been fighting for the South alone. Where have you been? Friends. We have to win. So what did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Over this. Head first into a political abyss. Head first into the abyss. I have my first academy today. I guess I better think of something to say. I'm already on my way. Bottom of this. What did I miss?
Mr. Jefferson, welcome home.
Mr. Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton.
Mr. Jefferson, welcome home. Mr. Jefferson, welcome home. Say you've been up in Paris for so long.
So what did I miss?
Ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us in New York City. Are you ready for a cabinet meeting? The issue on the table, Secretary Hamilton's plan to assume state debt and establish a national bank. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We fought for these ideals, we shouldn't settle for less. These are wise words and the Prozzy man quote them. Don't act surprised, you guys, cause I wrote them. Ow. But Hamilton forgets his plan would have the government assume states debts. Now place your bets as to who that benefits. The very sheet of government where Hamilton said,
Not true.
if the shoe fits, wear it. If New York's in debt, why should Virginia bear it? Paid, I'm afraid. Don't text the South, cause we got it made in the shade. In Virginia, we plant seeds in the ground. We create, you just wanna move our money around. This financial plan is an outrageous demand, and there's too many damn pages for any man to understand. Stand with me in the land of the free and pray to God we never see Hamilton's candidate
shot of Texas whiskey.
Thank you, Secretary Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton, your response.
Thomas, that was a real nice declaration. Welcome to the present. We're running on Real Nation. Would you like to join us? So stay mellow, doing whatever the hell it is you do in Monticello. If we assume the debts, the union gets a new line of credit, a financial diuretic. How do you not get it? If we're aggressive and competitive, the union gets a boost. You'd rather give it a sedative. A civics lesson for a slaver. Hey neighbor, your debts are paid because you don't pay for labor.
We plant seeds in the South. We create.
Yeah, keep ranting. We know who's really doing the planting. And another thing, Mr. Age of Enlightenment, don't lecture me about the war. You didn't fight in it. You think I'm frightened of you, man? We almost died in the trench while you were off getting high with the French. Thomas Jefferson always hesitant with the president. Reticent, there isn't a plenty, doesn't jettison Madison. You mad as a hat, stop, take your medicine. Damn, you're in worse shape than the national debt is in. Sitting there, useless as two shits. Hey, turn around, bend over, I'll show you where my shoe fits.
Jefferson, Madison, take a walk. Hamilton, take a walk. We'll reconvene after a brief recess. Hamilton, sir, a word.
You don't have the votes. You don't have the votes. Ha 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 ha. You're gonna need congressional approval and you don't have the votes. Such a blunder. Sometimes it makes me wonder why I even bring the thunder. Why he even brings the thunder.
You want to pull yourself together?
Sorry, these Virginians are birds of a feather.
Young man, I'm from Virginia, so watch your mouth.
Congress get held hostage by the South.
You need the votes.
Votes, folks, we need this plan.
You need to convince more
It
folks.
seems Madison won't talk to me. That's a non-starter.
Winning was easy, young man. Governing's hard.
They're being intransigent.
You have to find a compromise.
They don't have a plan, they just hate mine.
Convince them
What
otherwise.
happens if I don't get congressional approval?
I imagine they'll call for your removal.
Sir,
Figure it out, Alexander. That's an order from your commander.
On the top it sings a sad
sweetness.
Good. On the top it sings a sad
sweetness.
Sad sweetness.
Sad sweetness. Sad sweetness.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
my dearest Angelica, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this pace from day to day. I trust you'll understand the reference to another Scottish tragedy without my having a name to play. They think they Macbeth. Bishop is my folly, I'm a polymath, the king of gas, massive pain. Madison is Banquo, Jefferson's Macduff, Burnham Wood is Congress on its way to Dunsany.
They were ocean away. Do you have to live in ocean way? Thoughts of you subside. They can't find a better. They can't look at the ocean away. Take a break.
I am on my way.
There's a little surprise before supper, and it cannot wait.
There in just a minute, save my plate.
Alexander.
Okay.
Your son is 9 years old today. He has something you'd like to say. He's been practicing all day. So take it away.
Hey daddy, look, my name is Philip. I am a poet. I wrote this poem just to show it. And I just turned 9. You can write rhymes, but you can't write mine. I practice French and play piano with my mother. I have a sister, but I want a little brother.
Okay.
Daddy's trying to start America's bank. It's why country's now.
Take a break.
Hey, our kid is pretty great.
Run away with us for the summer. Let's go upstate.
Liza, I've got so much on my plate.
I'll go stay with my father. There's a lake going on. Nearby.
I'd love to go.
You and I can go. The night gets dark.
Try to get away.
My dearest Alexander, you must get through to Jefferson. Sit down through a compromise. What stuff do you agree? Your favorite older sister, Angelica, reminds you there's someone in your corner all the way across the sea. The letter I received from you 2 weeks ago, I noticed a comment in the middle of a phrase. It changed the meaning. Did you intend this? One stroke and you consume my waking days. It says, and John Adams spends the summer with his family.
Angelica, tell my wife, vice president is not a real job anyway.
You're not joining us, wait.
Afraid I cannot join you upstate.
Alexandra came all this way, all this way, take a break.
You know I have to get my plans from Congress.
Run away with us for the summer, let's go upstate.
It's my job if we don't get these plans from Congress.
I'll go stay with our father. There's a lake, I know I'll miss your bed. Nearby, school your car, share the stick with you and I can go. Our lives was right, take a break and get away. Run away with us for the summer, let's go upstate where we can stay. We can all go stay with our father. If you take your time, he will make your bed. Close your eyes and dream when the night gets dark. Take a break.
I have to get my plan through Congress. I can't stop until I get this plan through Congress.
There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone under stress with someone looking pretty. There's trouble in the air, you can smell it. And Alexander's by himself. I'll let him tell it.
I hadn't slept in a week. I was weak, I was awake. You never seen a bastard often more in need of a break. Longing for Angelica, missing my wife. That's when Miss Mariah Reynolds walked into my life. She said,
I know you are a man of honor. I'm so sorry to bother you at home, but I don't know where to go. And I came here all alone.
she said,
My husband's doing me wrong, beating me, cheating me, mistreating me. Suddenly he's up and gone. I don't have the means to go on.
so I offered her a loan. I offered to walk her home. She said,
You're too kind, sir.
I gave her $30 that I had socked away. She lived a block away. She said,
This one's mine, sir.
then I said, well, let's head back home. She turned red. She led me to her bed, let her legs spread and said,
Stay.
hey.
Hey.
That's when I began to pray, Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this, but my God, she looks so helpless, and her body's saying helpless. Show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. In my mind, I'm trying to go. Then her mouth is all mine, and I don't say no.
No, say no to this. No, say no to this. No, say no to this. No, say no to this.
Wish I could say it was the last time I said that last time it became a pastime. A month into this endeavor, I received a letter from a Mr. James Reynolds. Even better, it said,
Dear sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of people like me, down on their luck. You see, that was my wife who decided to
fuck.
Oh, you made the rock sucker a couple, so time to pay the piper for the pants you unbuckled. And hey, you can keep seeing my old wife if the price is right. If not, I'm telling your wife.
I hid the letter and I raced to a place. Script I put you in the face, she said.
No, sir.
Half-dressed, apologetic, a mess. She looked pathetic, she cried.
Please don't go, sir.
This whole story to settle.
I don't know about any letters.
Stop crying, goddammit, get it.
I didn't know any better.
I am ruined.
Please don't leave me with
I
a
am hopeless. How
helpless.
could I do this?
Just give him what he wants and you can have
I
it.
don't want
Whatever you
I don't want
want, you bet. You can stay.
Lord, show me how to say no to this. I everybody needs to know.
Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Burr, sir.
Well, did you hear the news about good old General Mercer?
No.
You know, Claremont Street?
Yeah?
Well, they renamed it after him. The Mercer legacy is secure.
Sure.
And all he had to do was die.
Yeah, that's a lot less work.
We ought to give it a try. Now, how you gonna get your debt plan through?
Well, I guess I'm going to finally have to listen to you.
Really?
Talk less, smile more, do whatever it takes to get my plan on the Congress floor.
Well, Madison and Jefferson are merciless.
Well, hate the civil, love the sin.
Hamilton.
I'm sorry, Burr, I gotta go.
But
Decisions are happening over dinner.
two Virginians and an immigrant walk into a room diametrically opposed foes. They emerge with a compromise, having opened doors that were previously closed. The immigrant emerges with unprecedented financial power, a system he can shape however he wants. The Virginians emerge with the nation's capital. And here's the pièce de résistance. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the game is played, the art of the trade, how the sausage is made. We just assume that it happens, and no one else was in the room where it happens.
Thomas Wayne.
Alexander was on Washington's doorstep one day in distress and disarray.
Thomas Wayne.
Alexander said, nowhere else to turn, and basically begged me to join the fray.
Thomas Wayne.
I approached Madison and said, I know you hate him, but let's hear what he has to say.
Thomas Wayne.
Well, I arranged the meeting. I arranged the venue, the seating.
No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the bodies get to yes. The pieces that are sacrificed in every hidden chest. We just assume that it happens, and no one else was in the room where it happens. Meanwhile, Madison is grappling with the fact that not every issue can be settled by committee.
Meanwhile,
Congress is fighting over where to put the capital.
Professor.
It isn't pretty. And Jefferson approaches with a dinner and invite, and Madison responds with Virginian insight.
Maybe we can solve one problem with another and win a victory for the Southerners. In other words, a quid pro quo.
I suppose.
Wouldn't you like to work a little closer to home?
Actually, I would.
We'll have him over propose it.
And you'll provide him his votes?
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Go.
No.
What else was in the room where it happened? The room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened. The room where it happened, the room where it happened.
My God,
In God we trust, but we never really know what got discussed. Click, boom, and it happened.
And no one else was in the room where it happened.
Alexander Hamilton.
What did they say to you to get you to San Leon City down the river?
Alexander Hamilton.
Did Washington know about the dinner? Was there presidential pressure to deliver?
Alexander Hamilton.
Did you know even then it doesn't matter where you put the U.S. capital?
We don't have the banks, we're in the same spot.
You got more than you gave.
And I wanted what I got. When you got skin in the game, you stay in the game. But you don't get a win unless you play in the game. You get love for it, you get hate for it. You get nothing if you wait for it, wait for it, wait. God help and forgive me. I want to build something that's gonna outlive me.
What do you want, Bert? What do you want, Bert?
You said we're not here. What do you want?
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room.
The art of the compromise.
Hold your nose and close your eyes. Senate seat to young upstart Aaron Burr. Grandpa just lost his seat in the Senate.
Sometimes that's how it goes.
Daddy's gonna find out any minute.
I'm sure he already knows.
Further down, let's meet the newest senator for New York.
New York, our senator.
Burr, whether you a Democratic, Republican,
Does being one put me on the up and up again?
no one knows who you are or what you do.
They don't need to know me. They don't like you.
Excuse me.
Well, Wall Street thinks you're great. You'll always be adored by the things you create. But upstate way, people think you're crooked. Status was up for grabs, so I took it.
I've always considered you a friend.
I don't see why that has to
You
end.
changed parties to win against my father-in-law.
I changed parties. This is the opportunity I saw. I swear your pride will be the death of us all. Beware, it goes before the fall.
The issue on the table, France is on the verge of war with England. Do we provide aid and troops to our French allies, or do we stay out of it? Remember, my decision on this matter is not subject to congressional approval. The only person you have to convince is me. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir.
When we were on death's door, when we were needy, we made a promise. We signed a treaty. We needed money and guns and half a chance. Who provided those funds? France. In return, they didn't ask for land. Only the promise that we'd lend a hand and stand with them if they fought against the princes. And revolution is messy, but now is the time to stand. Stand with our brothers as they fight against tyranny. I know that Alexander Hamilton is here and he would rather not have this debate. I'll remind you that he is not Secretary of State. He knows nothing of loyalty. Smells like new money, dresses like fake royalty. Desperate to rise above his station. Everything he does betrays the ideals of our nation. Hey, and if you don't know, now you know, Mr. President.
Thank you, Secretary Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton, your response.
You must be out of your goddamn mind if you think the president is gonna bring the nation to the brink of meddling in the middle of the military mess. A game of chess where France is clean and kingless. We signed a treaty with the king whose head is now in a basket. Would you like to take it out and ask it? Should we honor our treaty, King Louis' head?
Do whatever you want. I'm super dead.
Enough. Hamilton is right.
Mr. President.
We're too fragile to start another fight.
But, sir, do we not fight for freedom?
Sure, when the French figure out who's gonna lead it.
The people are leading.
The people are rioting. There's a difference. Frankly, it's a little disquieting. You would let your ideals blind you to reality. Hamilton, sir, draft a statement of neutrality.
Did you forget Lafayette? What? Have you an ounce of regret? You accumulate debt, you accumulate power, yet in that irony you forget.
Lafayette's a smart man. He'll be fine. And before he was your friend, he was mine. If we try to fight every revolution in the world, we never stop. Where do we draw the line?
So quickly.
Alas, I admit it.
I bet you were quite a lawyer.
My defendant's got acquitted.
Yeah. Well, someone ought to remind you. What? You're nothing without Washington behind you.
Hamilton.
Daddy's calling.
Washington on your side. It must be nice. It must be nice to have Washington on your side.
Every action has its equal opposite reaction. Thanks to Hamilton, our cabinet's fractured into factions. Try not to crack under the stress. We're breaking down like fractions. We smack each other in the press, and we don't print retractions. I get no satisfaction witnessing his fits of passion. The way he prints and preens and dresses like the pits of fashion. Our poorest citizens, our farmers live ration to ration, as Wall Street robs them blind and such a chips to cash in. This prick is asking for someone to bring him to task. Somebody give me some dirt on this vacuous mass so we can at last unmask him. I'll pull the trigger on it. Someone load the gun and cock it. While we were all watching, he got Washington in his pocket.
It must be nice. It must be nice to have Washington on your side. It must be nice. It must be nice to have Washington on your side. Look back at the Bill of Rights, which I wrote. The ink hasn't dried. It must be nice. It must be nice to have Washington.
Washington on your side. So he's doubled the size of the government. Wasn't the trouble with much of our previous government size.
Look in his eyes, see how he lies?
Follow the scent of his enterprise.
Centralizing national credit and making American credit competitive.
If we don't stop it, we aid and abet it.
I have to resign.
Somebody has to stand up for the South.
Somebody has to stand up to his mouth. If there's a fire you're trying to douse, you can't put it out from inside the house. I'm in the cabinet. I'm complicit at watching him grabbing that power and kissing it. Washington isn't gonna listen to discipline. Dissidents, this is a difference. This kid is out!
Oh, this immigrant isn't somebody who shows. Oh, this immigrant's keeping us all on our toes. Oh, let's show these federalists who they're up against. Oh, Southern motherfucking Democratic Republicans. Oh, let's follow the money and see where it goes. Oh, because every second the treasury grows. Oh, if we follow the money and see where it leads. Get in the weeds of the seeds of Hamilton's misdeeds. It must be nice. It must be nice. Follow the money and see where it goes. It must be nice. It must be nice.
The emperor has no clothes.
We won't be invisible. We won't be denied. Still, it must be nice. It must be nice to have Washington on your side.
Mr. President, you asked to see me.
I know you're busy.
What do you need, sir? Sir?
I want to give you a word of warning.
Sir, I don't know what you heard, but whatever it is, Jefferson started it.
Thomas Jefferson resigned this morning.
You kidding?
I need a favor.
Whatever you say, sir, Jefferson will pay for his behavior.
Talk less.
I'll use a press, all right, under a pseudonym. You'll see what I can do to him.
I need you to draft an address.
Yes, he resigned. You can finally speak your mind.
No. He's stepping down so he can run for president.
Ah, good luck defeating you, sir.
I'm stepping down. I'm not running for president.
I'm sorry, what?
One last time. Relax, have a drink with me. One last time. Let's take our break tonight and then we'll teach him how to say goodbye, to say goodbye. You and I.
No, sir. Why?
I want to talk about neutrality.
Sir, with Britain and France on the verge of war is now the best
I want
time.
to warn against partisan fighting, but pick up a pen, start writing. I want to talk about what I have learned, the hard-won wisdom I have learned.
As far as the people are concerned, you have to serve. You could continue to serve.
No, one last time. The people will hear from me one last time. And if we get this right, we're gonna teach them how to say goodbye. You and I.
President, they will say you're leading.
No, they will see we're strong.
Your position is so unique.
So I'll use it to move them along.
Why do you have to say goodbye?
If I say goodbye, the nation learns to move on. It outlives me when I'm gone. Like the scripture says, everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. They'll be safe in the nation we've made. I want to sit under my own vine and fig tree, a moment alone in the shade. At home, in this nation we've made. One last time, one last time.
Though, reviewing the incidents of my administration, I'm unconscious of intentional error. Nevertheless, too sensible of my defects not to think it probable that I may have committed many errors. Also carry with me the hope that my country will view them with indulgence, and that after 45 years of my life dedicated to its service with an upright zeal. The faults of incompetent abilities will be consigned to oblivion, as I myself must soon be to the mansions of rest. I anticipate with pleasing expectation that retreat in which I promise myself to realize the sweet enjoyment of partaking in the midst of my fellow citizens, the benign influence of good laws under a free government, the ever-favored object of my heart, and the happy reward, as I trust, of our mutual cares, labors, and dangers. One last time.
George Washington's going home.
Teach you how to say goodbye.
George Washington's going home.
That's it. George Washington's yielding his power and stepping away. Is that true? I wasn't aware that was something a person could do. I'm perplexed. Are they going to keep on replacing whoever's in charge? And if so, who's next? There's nobody else in their country who looms quite as large. What? John Adams. I know him. That can't be. That's that little guy who spoke to me all those years ago. Oh God, what was it? 85? That poor man, they're going to eat him alive. Oceans rise, empires fall. Next to Washington, they all look small, all alone. Watch them run. They will tear each other into pieces. Jesus Christ, this is the President John Adams. Good luck.
The short-tempered protean creator of the Coast Guard, founder of the New York Post, ardently abuses cabinet posts, destroy his reputation. Welcome, folks, to the Adams administration. Jefferson's the runner-up, which makes him the vice president. Washington can't help you now, no more Mr. Nice President. Adams fires Hamilton, privately calls him Creole bastard in his tone. Say, what? Hamilton publishes his response.
Sit down, John, you fat mother!
Hamilton's out of control. This is great. He's out of power. He holds no office, and he just destroyed President John Adams, the only other significant member of his party.
Hamilton's a host unto himself. As long as he can hold a pen, he's a threat. Let's let him know what we know.
Mr. Vice President, Mr. Madison,
Senator Burr, what is this?
We have the check stubs from separate accounts.
Almost $1,000 paid in different amounts.
To Mr. James Reynolds, way back in 1791.
Is that what you have? Are you done?
You are uniquely situated by virtue of your position.
Though virtue is not a word I'd apply to the situation.
To seek financial gains to stray from your sacred mission.
And the evidence suggests you've engaged in speculation.
And immigrants embezzling our government funds. I can almost see the headline, your career is done. I hope you see some money for your daughter and son. You best one run back where you come from.
You don't even know what you're asking me to
Confess.
You have nothing, I don't have to tell you anything at all.
Unless
if I can prove that I never broke the law, do you promise not to tell another soul what you saw?
No one else was in the room where it happened.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Dear sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of people like me down on their luck. You see, that was my wife and you decided to...
What? Escorted me to bed, and when she had me in the corner, that's when Reynolds extorted me for a sort of fee. I paid him quarterly. I may have mortally wounded my prospects, but my papers are orderly. As you can see, I kept a record of every check in my checking history. Check it again against your list and see consistency. I never spent a cent that was mine. You said for God's after I said, that's fine. Yes, I have reason for shame, but I have not committed treason and sullied my good name. As you can see, I have done nothing to provoke legal action. Are my answers to your satisfaction?
My God. Gentlemen, let's go. So, the people won't know what we know.
Burr, how do I know you won't use this against me? Next time we go toe to toe.
Alexander, rumors only grow. And we both know what we know.
Destroyed my town. I didn't drown. Couldn't seem to die. I wrote my way up. Everything down far as I could see. I wrote my way out. Looked up at the town, had its eyes on me. They passed the plate around. Total strangers, moved to kindness by my story. Just enough for me to put passage on a ship that was New York bound. My way out of hell, I wrote my way to revolution. Now it's louder than the cracking the bell. I wrote Eliza love letters until she fell. I wrote about the Constitution and defended her well. And in the face of ignorance and resistance, I wrote financial systems into existence. So in my prayers to God, remember the difference. I picked up a pen, I wrote my own deliverance. In the eye of a hurricane, there is quiet. Just a moment. Hello, sky. I was 12 when my mother died, and she was holding me. We were sick and she was holding me. Couldn't seem to die. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Right my way up. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Write everything down far as I can. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. This is the only way I can protect my legacy.
Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait.
The Reynolds pamphlet.
The Reynolds pamphlet.
Have you read this? Alexander Hamilton had a tour Reynolds. For purposes of improper speculation, my real crime is an amorous connection with his wife for a considerable time with his knowing consent. Damn! I had frequent meetings with her, most of them in my own house. At his own house? At his own house. Mrs. Hamilton, without children, being absent on a visit to her father. No! Have you read this? Never gonna be president now. 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 One less thing to worry about. There's one less thing to worry about.
I came as soon as I heard.
All the way from London? Damn!
And just the God, someone who understands what I'm struggling here to do.
I'm not here for you. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. I love my sister more than anything in this life. I will choose her happiness over mine every time. And for what we had aside, I'm standing at her side. You could never be satisfied. God, I hope you're satisfied.
Never gonna be president now. 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 There's one less thing to worry about. There's one less thing to worry about. Never gonna be president now. Never gonna be president now. There's one less thing to worry about. The rebels exit. Have you read this? You ever see somebody rule their own life? It's black or white.
I saved every letter I wrote. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said when we saw your first letter? She said, be careful with that love. You will do what it takes to survive. Even your words flood up my senses. Your sentences left me defenseless. You built me palaces of paragraphs. You built cathedrals. I'm rereading the letters you wrote me. I'm searching and scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of sign. And when you were mine, the world seemed to You published the letter she wrote you. You told the whole world how you brought this girl into our bed, and clearing your name, you ruined our lives. Do you know what Angelica said when she read what you'd done? She said, you married an Icarus. He has flown too close to the sun. You and your words obsessed with your legacy. Your sentences butter up senseless, and you are paranoid in every paragraph. How they perceive I'm erasing myself from the narrative. Let future historians wonder how Eliza reacted when you broke her heart. You tore it all apart, watching it burn. Watching it burn. The world has no right to my heart. The world has no place in our bed. They don't get to know what I said. I'm burning the memories, burning the letters that might have redeemed you.
Meet the latest graduate of King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I'm amazed and astonished. The scholars say I got the same virtuosity and brains as my pops. The ladies say my brain's not what the resemblance stops. I'm only 19, but my mind is old. I gotta be my own man like my father would boulder. I shoulder his legacy with pride. I used to hear him say that someday I would throw us away. Ladies, I'm looking for Mr. George Eaker. Made a speech last week, our 4th of July speaker. He disparaged my father's legacy in front of the crowd. I can't have that. I'm making my father proud.
From just up Broadway, a couple of blocks, he was going to see a play.
Well, I'll go visit his bar.
God, you're a fox!
Y'all look pretty good in your frocks. How about when I get back, we all strip down to our socks?
Okay.
Blow us away.
George, I'm trying to watch the show. Should have watched your mouth before you talked about my father, though.
I didn't say anything that wasn't true. Your father's a scoundrel, and so it seems are you.
It's like that.
Yeah, I don't fool around. I'm not your little schoolboy friend.
See you on the dueling ground. That is, unless you want to step outside and go now.
I know where to find you. Piss off. I'm watching the show now.
Pops, if you had only heard the shit he said about you, I doubt you would have let it slide, and I was not about to.
Slow down.
I came to ask you for advice. This is my very first duel. They don't exactly cover the subject in boarding school.
Did your friends attempt to negotiate a peace?
He refused to apologize. We had to let the peace talk cease.
Where is this happening?
Across the river in Jersey. Everything is legal in New Jersey.
All right, so this is what you're gonna do. Stand there like a man until Rico is in front of you. When the time comes, fire your weapon in the air. This will put an end to the whole affair.
But what if he decides to shoot? Then I'm a goner.
No, he'll follow suit if he's truly a man of honor. To take someone's life, that is something you can't shake. Philip, your mother can't take another heartbreak.
Father, I
promise me you don't want this young man's blood on your conscience.
Okay, I promise.
Come back home when you're done. Take my guns. Be smart. Make me proud, son.
My name is Philip. I am a poet. And I'm a little nervous, but I can't show it. I'm sorry, I'm a Hamilton with pride. You talk about my father, I cannot let it slide. Mr. Eaker, how was the rest of your show?
I'd rather skip the pleasantries. Let's go. Grab your pistol.
Confer with your men. The duel will commence after we count to 10.
Count to 10.
Look him in the eye, aim no higher. Summon all the courage you require. And slowly and clearly in your gun towards the sky.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mr. Hamilton, come in. They brought him in a half an hour ago. He lost a lot of blood on the way over. Yes, but you have to understand the bullet entered just above his hip and lodged in his
Can I
right
see him,
arm.
please?
I'm doing everything I can, but the wound was already infected when he arrived.
Philip.
I did exactly as you said, Pop. I held my head up high.
I know you did everything just right.
Even before we got to 10, I was aiming for the sky.
I
was aiming for the sky.
I know, see your strength and stay alive.
Is it breathing? Is it going to survive this? Who did this, Alexander? Did you know?
I'm so sorry for forgetting what you taught me.
My son,
We played piano.
taught you piano.
You would put your hands on mine.
You change the melody every time.
I would always change the light. I would always change the light.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, no. Wait. No! push away the unimaginable. The moments when you're in so deep, it feels easier to just to swim down. The Hamiltons move uptown and learn to live with the unimaginable.
We spend hours in the garden, walk alone to the store. It's quiet uptown. We never liked the quiet before. Take the children to church on Sunday, the sign off the cross at the door. And I pray that never used to happen before.
If you see him in the streets, walking by himself, talking to himself, have pity.
Feeling good like it uptown, it's quiet uptown.
He is working through the unimaginable.
His hair is gone gray, he passes every day. They say he walks the length of the city.
Not how I follow.
Can you imagine?
Where we are, look at where we started. I know I don't deserve you, Eliza, but hear me out, that would be enough. If I could spare his life, if I could trade his life for mine, I'd be standing here right now, but you would smile and that would be enough. Pretend to know the challenges we're facing. I know there's no replacing. We've lost. You need time. But you're not afraid. I know I married. Just let me stay here by your side. That would be enough.
See him in the street, walking by your side, talking by your side, have pity.
Eliza, do you like it uptown? It's quiet uptown.
He is trying to do the unimaginable. See them walking in the park, long after dark, taking in the sights of the city.
Look around, Eliza.
They are trying to do the unimaginable.
There are moments that the words don't reach. There's a grace too powerful to name. We push away what we can never understand. We push away the unimaginable. They're standing in the garden. Alexander by Eliza's side. She takes his hand. It's quiet uptown.
Forgiveness.
Can you imagine?
Forgiveness. Can you imagine? See him in the streets, walking by your side, talking by your side, have pity. They are going through the unimaginable.
Can we get back to politics? Please, Joe. Every action has its equal opposite reaction. John Adams shot to bed. I love the guy, but he's attraction. Poor Alexander Hamilton, he is missing in action. So now I'm facing Aaron Burr with
his own faction.
He's very attractive in the north. New Yorkers like his chances.
He's not very forthcoming on any particular stances.
Ask him a question, a glances off, he obfuscates, he dances.
And they say I'm a francophile, at least they know I know where France is.
Thomas, that's the problem, see, they see Burr as a less extreme view. You need to change course, a key endorsement might redeem you.
Who did you have in mind?
Don't laugh.
Who is it?
You used to work on the same staff.
What?
It might be nice to get Hamilton on your side. It might be nice to get Hamilton on your side. Let's smile more. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. Shake hands with him. Charm her. It's 1800, ladies. Throw your husbands, vote for Burr.
I don't like Adams.
Well, he's gonna lose. That's just defeatist.
And Jefferson.
In love with France.
Yeah, he's so elitist. I like that Aaron Burr. I can't believe we're here with him.
Seems approachable.
Like you could grab a beer with him.
Dear Mr. Hamilton, your fellow federalists would like to know how you'll be voting.
It's quiet up.
Dear Mr. Hamilton, John Adams does the same in drink, so who are you promoting?
It's quiet up.
We know it's lose-lose. It's an over. But if you had to choose, Mr. Hamilton, John Adams does the same, so who are you promoting? But if you had to choose.
Well, if it isn't Aaron Burr, sir.
Alexander,
You created quite a stir, sir.
I'm going door to door.
Openly campaigning.
Sure.
That's new.
Honestly, it's kind of draining.
Burr,
Sir.
is there anything you wouldn't do?
No, I'm chasing what I want, and you know what?
What?
I learned that from you.
If you had to choose, if you had to choose.
It's a tie.
If you had to choose, if you had to choose.
It's up to the delegates.
If you had to choose, if you had to choose.
It's up to Hamilton.
If you had to choose,
Jefferson over.
People are asking to hear my voice. The country is facing a difficult choice. And if you were to ask me who I promote, Jefferson has my vote. They never agreed with Jefferson once. We fought like 75 different fronts. But after all is said and all is done, Jefferson has beliefs, Burr has none.
Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned. Hamilton's on your side.
I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned.
And you won in a landslide.
Congrats on a race well run. I did give you a fight. I look forward to our partnership.
Our partnership.
He's your vice president.
Yeah, right. You hear this guy? Man openly campaigns against me, talking about I look forward to our partnership.
It is crazy that the guy that comes in second gets to be vice president.
But you know what? We can change that. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm the president. Burr, when you see Hamilton, thank him for the endorsement.
An arrogant, immigrant, orphan, bastard horse son, somehow endorsed Thomas Jefferson, his enemy, a man he has despised since the beginning, just to keep me from winning. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens, the room where it happens. You've kept me from the room where it happens for the last time. Dear Alexander, I am slow to anger, but I told them love as I reckon with the effects of your life on mine. I look back on where I failed, and in every place I've checked, the only common thread has been your disrespect. Now, you've called me amoral, a dangerous disgrace. If you've got something to say, name a time and place, face to face. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, a
he thought, Bert.
Mr. Vice President, I am not the reason no one trusts you. No one knows what you believe. I will not equivocate on my opinion. I've always worn it on my sleeve. Even if I said what you think I said, you would need to cite a more specific grievance. It's an itemized list of 30 years of disagreements.
Sweet Jesus.
Hey, I am a I am just a guy in the public eye, trying to do my best for our republic. I don't want to fight, but I won't apologize for doing what's right. I have the honor to be obedient servant. A.M.
Careful how you proceed, good man. Intemperate indeed, good man. Answer for the accusations on the actual feet. Or prepare to believe, good man.
Your grievance is legitimate. I stand by what I said, every bit of it. You stand only for yourself. It's what you do. I can't apologize because
Then stand! Alexander! Jersey, Dawn, guns drawn.
You're on.
I have the honor to be obedient servant. A.M.
They thought the...
Alexander, come back to sleep.
Haven't known you out of time.
It's still dark outside.
Just need to write something down.
Boy, dear, right like you're running out of time. Come back to bed, not would be enough.
Back from where I'm going.
Come back to sleep.
Feeling that dumb.
I'm going back to sleep.
Hey. Best of wives, best of women.
One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 things you need to know. We rode across the whole dawn. My friend William P. Van Ness signed on as my number 2. Hamilton arrived with his crew. Nathaniel Pendleton and a doctor that he knew. Number 3. Hamilton examined the terrain. I wish I could tell you what was happening in his brain. This man has poisoned my political pursuits. Most disputes die and no one shoots. Number 4. Hamilton drew from his position, looking to the world like a man on a mission. This is a soldier with a marksman's ability. The doctor turned around so he could have deniability. 5. No, I didn't know this at the time, but we were here the same time. My son died, is that why? He examined his gun with such rigor. I watched as he methodically fiddled with the trigger. 7. Confession time, here's what I've got. My fellow soldiers to tell you I'm a terrible shot. Number 8. Your last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see if they can set the record straight. They won't teach you this in your classes, but look it up. Hamilton was wearing his glasses. Why? It's not to take deadly aim. It's a woman who I will never be the same. I had only one thought before the start. This man will not make an orphan of my daughter. Number 9. Look him in the eye, aim no higher. Summon all the courage you require. Then count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10. Raise fire.
I remember death so much it feels more like a memory. Is this where it gets? On my feet, several feet ahead of me. I see it coming. Do I run or fire my gun or let it be? There's no beat, no melody. Burr, my first friend, my enemy, may be the last face I ever see. If I throw away my shot, is this how you remember me? What if this bullet is my legacy? Legacy. What is a legacy? Planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. I wrote some notes at the beginning of a song someone will sing for me. America, the great unfinished symphony you sent for me. You let me make a difference, a place where even orphan immigrants can leave their fingerprints in me. Stop, I'm running out of time, I'm running out of my time. Up, eyes up, eyes up. I catch a glimpse of the other side. Lawrence leads a soldier's chorus on the other side. My son is on the other side. He's with my mother on the other side. Washington is watching from the other side. Teach me how to say goodbye. Rise up, rise up, rise up. Your light is up. Take your time. See you on the other side. Raise a glass to freedom.
He aims his pistol at the sky.
I strike him right between his ribs. I walk towards him, but I am ushered away. They row him back across the Hudson. I get a drink. I am waiting in the street. Somebody tells me you better hide. It's an angelic lies. Both inside when we died. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. Takes an history obliterates every picture it paints me all my mistakes. When Alexander aimed at the sky, he made me the first one to die. I'm the one who paid for it. I survived, but I paid for it. No, I'm the villain in your history. I was too young and blind to see. I should have known the world was wide enough for both Hamilton and me. The world was wide enough for both Hamilton and me.
Let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control of who lives, who dies, who tells your story.
President Jefferson, I'll give him this. His financial system was a work of genius. I couldn't undo it if I tried. And I tried.
Who dies, who tells your story?
President Madison. He took our country from bankruptcy to prosperity. I hate to admit it, but he doesn't get enough credit for all the credit he gave us.
Who lives, who dies, who tells your story?
Every other founding father story gets told. Every other founding father gets to grow old.
When you're gone, who remembers your name? Who keeps your flame?
Who tells your story? Who tells your story?
Stop wasting time on tears. I live another 50 years. It's not enough. I interview every soldier who fought by your side.
She tells our story.
I try to make sense of your thousands of pages. get to see them growing up.
The orphanage.